Frances Rios is a keynote speaker, author, and businesswoman known as the ultimate expert on igniting economic growth through the power of women. Her dynamic keynotes in English or Spanish are for men and women who want to ignite the growth of their careers, teams, and companies.
And let's talk about reset, about taking risks, and rising. And I have the best story for that. Since I was 4 years old, I have always had this dream about becoming a pilot. And it doesn't matter how many times a week I get into a plane and I fly. Every time I get into a plane, I get like this sensation, I get the goosebumps. And sometimes people even think that it's my first flight. Hello, no. But I love to fly. So this year I was like, you know what? It's time for me to reset, to do something different. And I'm gonna become a student pilot. So I started taking my flying lessons. And wow, it really resetted my mind. And let me put it in perspective. Okay, how many of you know how to drive a car? Not good, just drive a car. Please raise your hands if you know how to drive a car. We all know how to drive a car. Okay, when you're driving a car, you're like moving in one dimension. And let me explain it. You just hit the gas and you move forward or backwards, or you turn your wheel and you go to the right, or you turn it to the left and you go to the left. There's no science. It's like if your brain would be connected to your hands and your feet. But when you're flying, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different game. Because when you are flying, you have no safety net. When you're driving a car, you have the road, but when you're flying, you have no safety net. So you really need to reset your mind. Let me explain it. When you have the plane, either you go forward, you can roll or bank to the left or to the right, you can descend and you can ascend. So your brain has to think in different ways. And then again, because remember, you don't have a safety net. Companies looking to ignite their sales, their reputation, and their transparency know that they need the power of women. Indeed, 85% of purchasing decisions at home are made by women. And still, how come that 9 out of 10 women say that companies do not understand them? Don't you think that maybe your company could be leaving thousands or even millions of dollars on the table? That is why we come into place to lead companies like you to first start by working from the inside to the outside, empowering your female talent. And secondly, understanding what the female consumer really wants.
Medium and large organizations hire Frances over and over again because she helps them understand the female consumer and how to promote the best female talent. She created the Women Who Lead Summit, the largest summit for top female executives in Latin America. Her books, like Reshaping the Model, not only provide women with a roadmap to reach corporate pinnacles, but also help leaders learn the steps toward promoting women inclusion. Frances also helps companies to better understand and embrace their internal and external clients through her 2 unique diagnostic tools: the W Certified Company that measures levels of women inclusion, and the W Report, which showcases what the female consumer wants and how to communicate with them.
So when I was doing groceries last week, I encountered with this bank president who happens to be a friend of mine. And one of the first questions that he asked me was like, Frances, what are you up to this day? What do you have brand new for us, for my company? And I was like so excited to share with him that I was creating this new program to empower women. And as soon as I said this new program to empower women, he stopped me. He was like, Frances, women don't need more empowerment. Oh my God. All of my branch managers are women, and they are all fully empowered. They don't need more empowerment. And I was like, well, that's fantastic, and I have to congratulate you because of that. But let me ask you a question. How many women do you have reporting to you directly as VPs, how many do you have? And you can imagine his answer, 0. And then I asked him, and how many women do you have sitting at the table at the board of directors? And once again, his answer was 0. And I was like, that's exactly my point. Yes, I have to congratulate you because you have women as leaders in your company. But the difference between those women at the mid-level and the people sitting at the VP table and at the board of directors are 3 key things. 1, salaries. The ones at the top triple the salaries from the ones at the mid-level. Secondly, they have special bonuses. And those men sitting at the VP positions and at the board of directors, they have special perks like golf memberships. So what we need to do right now is for you to focus on having those women at the mid-level, empower them, give them the tools so that they can reach those VP positions. Why? Because it's gonna be critical for your business. It's a fact. Women are still underrepresented in the top tiers of organizations, as shown in our W-certified company diagnostic tool. And that has an enormous, humongous impact on the reputation and the bottom line of your organization. That is why I'm so passionate when it comes to help women who lead reset, take risks, and rise. Also, we help male and female leaders discover what keeps women awake at night, and most importantly, how to create products and services that women really need.
Audiences always rave about her powerful presence on stage, her customized approach, her storytelling ability, and exclusive insights, making Frances the match to ignite growth.
Okay, women, this question is for you, not for men. Men, I'm sorry, don't feel excluded. This is only for women. I'm gonna have another question for you later on. But women, let me ask you a question. After working or spending, 8 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours working at the office under lots of stress, you just run to your house, you just go straight to your shower, you wash your hair, you take off all the makeup, you have this warm water, you feel like so much better. And then as soon as you take that powerful shower, you just run straight to your closet. You get into that beautiful stretch dress. Then you get into those very high stilettos. Then you do your hair. Then you do your makeup. And then you are ready for the action. You just run to the kitchen and start cooking. Is that your reality? Is that your reality? I don't think so, because that's not my reality. But I don't get it. If that's not a reality, how come still today companies insist on portraying this perfect women cooking, all dressed up?
Find out more about her all-inclusive Keynote packages. Call Frances now to feel her ignition power yourself.